Hello and welcome to my channel Sai Clinic Center for Healing Minds. I am your host Tarun Verma and I am a clinical psychologist. I practice in Delhi, India. You are going to listen to an audio series Cure Anxiety in Easy Ways. This is the second audio in the series. So let's begin with our second audio. What is mindfulness? Have you ever noticed that when you are doing quite familiar and repetitive tasks, like driving your car or vacuuming, that your mind is often miles away thinking about something else? You may be fantasizing about going on a vacation, worrying about some upcoming event, or thinking about any number of other things. In either case, you are not focusing on your current experience and you are not really in touch with the here and now. This way of operating is often referred to as automatic pilot mode. Mindfulness is the opposite of automatic pilot mode. It is about experiencing the world that is firmly in the here and now. This mode is referred to as the being mode. It offers a way of freeing oneself from automatic and unhelpful ways of thinking and responding. Benefits of mindfulness. By learning to be in mindful mode more often, it is possible to develop a new habit that helps to weaken old, unhelpful, and automatic thinking habits. For people with emotional problems, these old habits can involve being overly preoccupied with thinking about the future, the past, themselves, or their emotions in a negative way. Mindfulness training in this case does not aim to immediately control, remove, or fix this unpleasant experience. Rather, it aims to develop a skill to place you in a better position to break free of or not buy into these unhelpful habits that are causing distress and preventing positive action. Core features of mindfulness. Observing. The first major element of mindfulness involves observing your experience in a manner that is a more direct and sensual sensing mode rather than being analytical thinking mode. A natural tendency of the mind is to try and think about something rather than directly experience it. Mindfulness thus aims to shift one's focus of attention away from thinking to simply observing thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations. Example, touch, sight, sound, smell, taste, with a kind and gentle curiosity. Describing. This aspect of mindfulness relates to noticing the very fine details of what you are observing. For example, if you are observing something like a tangerine, the aim is to describe what it looks like, what is its shape, color, and texture. You might place a descriptive name to it like orange, smooth, or round. The same process also can be applied to emotions. Example, heavy, tense. Participating fully. An aim of mindfulness is to allow yourself to consider the whole of your experience without excluding anything. Try to notice all aspects of whatever task or activity you are doing and do it with your full care and attention. Being non judgmental. It is important to adopt an accepting stance towards your experience. A significant reason for prolonged emotional distress relates to attempts to avoid or control your experience. When being more mindful, no attempt is made to evaluate experiences or to say that they are good, bad, right, or wrong, and no attempt is made to immediately control or avoid the experience. Accepting all of one's experience is one of the most challenging aspects of mindfulness and takes time and practice to develop. Bringing a kind and gentle curiosity to one's experience is one way of adopting a non judgmental stance. Focusing on one thing at a time. When observing your own experience, a certain level of effort is required to focus your attention on only one thing at a time from moment to moment. It is natural for distracting thoughts to emerge while observing, and there is a tendency to follow and chase these thoughts with more thinking. The art of being present is to develop the skill of noticing when you have drifted away from the observing and sensing mode into thinking mode. When this happens, it is not a mistake, but just acknowledge it has happened and then gently return to observing your experience. How to become mindful? Mindfulness is a skill that takes time to develop. It is not easy, and like any skill, it requires a certain level of effort, time, patience, and ongoing practice. Mindfulness can be taught in a number of ways. Meditation is one of the key techniques used in mindfulness training, but not the only technique. You may contact or consult your mental health professional for further information on mindfulness training and whether it may be suited to your needs. This ends our second audio. Hope you have liked it and understood what was described here. Please watch the third audio for further information. Thank you.